Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at Calhoun Falls High School, and you are watching the hottest sports podcast in the South. The best damn sports podcast, period. You are watching. Do you feel the Yo, what is up, man? You know who, you people know what this is. This is Sentell, the hottest sports podcast in the South. I'm the sensational Sentell Wyman, and we are joining from right here, Calhoun Falls, South Carolina. It is homecoming. My alma mater, the Blue Flashes, take on the McCumming Chiefs tonight. I don't know how much of a game it'll be, but hey, we here. We here to support our Calhoun Falls Blue Flashes. And more importantly, this is Alumni Day, when you get to see some of the all-time greats come through here. We'll see all passing throughout the show. But let me introduce my guest first. To my left, class of 2000. He done made his way all the way from Tampa, Florida to be up here for Alumni Day. He said last year he was not going to miss this thing. He is a man of his word. He is here right now. You haven't seen him on YouTube, but you saw him on Facebook. To my left, my man Kiwi Diz in this building. What is up, man?
Yeah. What's up, man? Good to be here. Like you said, I watched all the festivities last year. All the good time I see everybody having out there, and I definitely didn't want to miss this one. I wanted to be here to support the Blue. Going gold all the way. Definitely.
And to his left, another class of 2000 member.
Yes.
Also, he done made his way from Georgia to the great state of South Carolina to be back with us on Alumni Day. My man Matthew Harper is in the building. What's up, man?
Glad to be here. My fellow alumni, alumnians. If I made that word up, but it sounds good.
I don't know what. I don't.
Old Big Blue.
Man, we had so much fun here last year, man. Talking to some of the greats, man, getting their thoughts on what it's like to be a member of the Calhoun Falls Blue Flashes, man. Some of their moments, and right before the show, I put out a list of the top 10 numerical players in Calhoun Falls history, 10 through 1. Had a lot of debate about it, but hey, it is what it is. The list is what the list is. And of course, if I make the list, you know my rules. I've had to see you play. I'm sorry to all the guys in the 60s and 70s and 80s that I couldn't see you play. I cannot make a fair assessment of you if I didn't get to see you play. That's just the reality situation. But let me talk to these guys here because they are proud members. I mean, both of these guys went to the upstate championship.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask you first, Kevin. I mean, back here, what it felt like to be back here on this practice field? I know some of the memories run through your mind. What it felt like to be back on this practice field?
Yeah, man. It just feels great, man. You sit around and look and stand at the field. You remember where you run the gases.
Yes.
Remember we used to run the 100-yard sprints and the 2-a-day practices. Just bring up good memories, man. All you can do is just smile, sit about, think about it. Think about all that's passed since that time, and just think about how much fun it was. Some of the greatest times in your life, even though you're struggling at the moment.
Right.
What were your thoughts about being back here, man?
Oh man, just a rush of nostalgia, and just so many memories of just this practice field right behind us. Plenty of 2 days, like Kiwi said. Just working really hard, and it really did pay off in the game. Fourth quarter, we see the person in front of you is gassed, and you still got a good quarter tank left, and it paid off. So yeah, great memories.
I mean, individually, what is your favorite moment playing? One singular moment that you had as a player in Calhoun Falls that stand out more than the others?
The team, the 98 game against Blackville Hill to here at home. That was probably, I've never had any feeling like that in a single game before. That was probably greatest moment in Calhoun Falls sport history.
I would have to agree. They tore our gym up too. They tore our gym up.
Yeah, they did.
That's what's up, man. Hey, we had to be here, man. If you watching, you tuning in, you know what this is, the hottest sports podcast in the South. We out here live in Calhoun Falls, and we just reminiscing. But hey, we're gonna talk some football. Oh, yes. We got some big time matchups in college football this weekend. We got some really good matchups in the NFL, and we're gonna get into all that in just a few minutes. But right now, we just kind of reminisce. We're just kind of going through the floor right now, kind of going around the horn. So I had a debate last year, and I know you guys are kind of biased. I know I'm not gonna get an objective answer on this. I basically asked everybody who came up here, who was the best team in Calhoun Fall history? 93, 98, 2004. So I
98.
see,
98,
you know,
without a doubt, no
Hands down.
hesitation. 98.
Yes.
see, you know, I told you come to this show because I give you objectivity every week, people. Well, every week I give you this, but you got these guys, they can't be objective at all. But I'm gonna take you back to that 19 because I talked to a lot of players last year from that 18. Just kind of walk me, Kiwi, through the preseason and the mindset of that team heading into the 2000 or that 98 season.
You know, with being a part of that team, you know, I played since I was in the ninth grade, so you know, I've been a part of other teams. And in the summer, you can see that senior class, they got together after their junior year, and they set the tone for everybody at that point. So, you know, by the time we came in here in the summer, you know, it was all business like mentality, and everybody was just ready to get at it. You know, those guys set the tone. You know, even from starting their practice. You know, you go through the ropes and you touch a rope, you tap a rope.
Yeah.
You know, one of those things we're gonna tap you. You know, so they set the tone early. You know, with striving for perfection, and you know, it was you could tell that season was gonna be special from early on. You can already tell. Definitely.
Who were some of the leaders of that team that you kind of remember who kind of just took the bull by the horn and kind of, you know, with the guy who gonna get you straight when y'all were kind of veering off to the side? Who were some of the leaders of that team?
Boise Hudson. He was one of the most, you know, influential leaders on the team that, you know, he just made you strive harder, you know, even when you felt like you couldn't, you know, didn't have enough, you know, he just make you give that extra 10% that, you know, just get you to that practice or that one more sprint or that one more up down or that one more gasser, you know. So yeah, I would say Boise Hudson.
Yeah, he was on last year. This guy talked as if he could go out there and suit up, and I was like, bro, calm your nerve down. We can't play. He was like, man, I wish we could play tonight. Cause I mean, this is fun having tailgating. I'll be jacked up to go out there and play. I said, man, you can't go out there and play. That's how it was. But throughout, you'll see people passing by, man. Like I said, we got tailgates set up. We got tents set up from different classes out here. So right now, everybody kind of mingling along. But you'll see some people stop by. We might grab a mic or two and say a few things to them. But hey, on to the business at hand after the split second. Oh, we back. Just like that, man. We back. The magic of TV. We're back. We're going to talk college football. We got a big weekend in college football, as always. You know, it's the first weekend of October, so you know what that means. Texas, Oklahoma, Red River rivalry. Texas has come in winning 4 games in a row. Seem to have found something after losing the opener to Maryland, Tom Herman and crew, and Oklahoma, Kyler Murray has been spectacular. 7 TDs last week accounted for. He's been nothing short of amazing. So how do you handicap this Texas-Oklahoma matchup? I'll start with you to my left, immediate left.
You look at the matchup on paper, it looks to be one of the better matchups in this rivalry in you know, recent history. Probably, you know, I can't think of. There's probably Vince Young was there. You know, on paper, this is probably one of the best matchups since that time. So I'm looking forward to see how Texas handles success of 4 straight victories here, and I want to see if Tom Herman can get over the hump to get back to the prominence that the program once had in Vince Young, Matt Brown days.
Your thoughts on Texas OU?
I think I would go ahead and give the nod to Texas just because they're riding that wave of that, you know, that 4-0 streak, you know, after that first loss, and I really think they can do big things, and you know, going forward. So I think I would go ahead and lean towards Texas winning that game.
I'm more the mindset. I like some of the things Texas had done, but let's not kid ourselves. They haven't really beaten anyone. They did beat TCU, but we don't know how good TCU is. Kansas State is not good. I seen Mississippi State go out there and beat them like a drum. But you know, they doing some things. They seem to have settled on a quarterback, Sam Ellinger. So I don't know, man. Sooner got a lot of firepower, man. Marquise Hollywood Brown. I know they lost a running back, but they got some guys, man.
Yeah, and like you say, Kyler Murray has been spectacular so far in the season. You know, he's on the Heisman short list. Honestly, he should. If he's not, he should be. You know, but
no pun intended on the short part.
Right. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing a good game, man. You know, this rivalry has been lacking for a while. So, like I say, I'm just hoping we see a good game on Saturday from the games.
Well, Matt Harper, since you get the last word on this, we're going to start the prediction with you down there. Texas, Oklahoma, high noon in Texas State Fair. You know how they do it down there, fried onion rings,
Yes.
fried everything. But who you picking for this game?
28-21 Texas.
28-21. Hook 'em horns, he say.
Yes.
Where you going with, Jay?
Yeah, like you say, Oklahoma has too much firepower. Texas, you know, they riding a hot wave right now, but haven't really beat anybody other than TCU, and I think they were highly overrated during the season. So I'm gonna go with 31-20.
31-20.
Yeah.
Texas top 25 ranked scoring defense in the nation, only giving about 19.8 points a game. But Boomer Sooner, they're like fourth in total offense. They put up a lot of yards. I don't think Texas can hang around with these guys. They score at least. It's 35. I'll give Texas some points. 35-28. 35-28. Oklahoma. Maybe 42-30. we got one guy who picked Texas.
Yeah.
Moving along.
You can bench on.
We have Boston College traveling down to Raleigh to take on the NC State Wolfpack. Wolfpack are 4-0. Now, it's a 4-0 that needs to be questioned because they didn't get to play West Virginia, which I thought would have been a great game. But we don't really know how good NC State is, but they're undefeated. Boston College went to Purdue a couple weeks ago. I got the doors blown off when I thought they were really good.
Yeah.
AJ Dillon banged up a little bit. So,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on Boston College and NC State?
It'll be real interesting to see if AJ Dillon plays. Like you said, NC State hasn't really played anybody, but they look good. You know, you can not play somebody and look bad playing horrible teams too. So I mean, they look good playing the scrub teams that they have played. So you know, it should be a good game. You know, like I said, it's all going to depend on how healthy AJ Dillon is. You know, if he's healthy, he can carry the ball about 30 times a game. I think he could definitely carry Boston College to a victory in this one.
Thoughts on Boston College and NC State?
Well, I mean, I do agree with Kiwi on some things. I think AJ, you know, he's a good workhorse, but I really do. I'm leaning towards the Wolfpack on this one. You know, even though they haven't really played anybody, the boys showing me a lot. You know, I'm kind of leaning towards them that they're gonna pull this out.
I was really high on Boston College coming this season. Really high on AJ Dillon. And then they went to Purdue and got the doors blown off, and I'm like, I can't trust you ever again to make a pick when you on the road against. You know, this is because it's a big game in the ACC Atlantic. I mean, this is like probably the second best team in the ACC Atlantic. I'm gonna go with Ryan Finley in the NC State Wolfpack. He got a lot of prove senior, so I'm gonna go with NC State. Dave Doran. I don't like a Dave Doran guy, but I'll go NC State over Boston College.
AJ Dillon's healthy. I'm going Boston College.
If
he's healthy, yeah.
Caveat, if he play? I mean, because if he out there, is he healthy? I mean, I need clarity.
If he's at least 80%.
80%.
At least 80%. If he's 80%, then I'm going Boston
Steve
College.
down there in Boston College, you say.
Yeah.
What you say? What say you have to?
Wolfpack 21-14.
I'll go. I think it's 30. I go 31. I go 31-21. I want to see Ryan Finley show up in a game like this.
We shall see.
All right, moving on. This used to be a huge game. I don't know what the hell has happened, but this used to be a big football game. When you say the word Miami and Florida State,
I knew
it used to be. It used to mean something. I know people like Warren Sapp and Ray Lewis, you know, Clinton Portis, Deion Sanders, and Terrell Buckley, other word, Howard Duns. They somewhere like this ain't how it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna tell you something. Florida State getting 13 points. They're a 13-point underdog at Miami. And
wow.
I'm gonna let you get the thoughts first, and we'll come back to me. But Miami, Florida State. What's your thoughts on Miami, Florida State? Going out of Miami.
Yeah, this is probably the worst game that I can remember of these, with both teams being as bad as they are right now. But you know what though, I honestly think that Willie Taggart has found a little bit of something in the past couple weeks. You know, I think it was a little in over his head at the beginning, but I think he's gathered the team together, so they're playing a lot better than they were earlier in the season. And honestly, I think they can beat Miami because I don't believe in Miami at all.
We'll get prediction later, but that's interesting. Your thoughts, man?
You know what? It's hard to pick against two horrible teams. You know, I'm just saying, like, it used to be where you would clear your schedule when they played.
Right.
Now you'd rather have a soda. So, I mean, I don't know. I pick Miami. Like they playing in Miami, right? So I mean,
It's not really a home field advantage, but I see your point.
it's not. But you know, hey, Miami 14-7.
Man. Man, hey, I ain't gonna do it like that. I will say this. I give kudos to Mark Richt because he has made the change at quarterback. They are starting the Perry kid now. He has started the last 2 games. And the offense hasn't looked that dynamic, and plus they haven't played 2 really good opponents. But kudos to Mark Richt for getting that guy out of there and realizing that, hey, we're not winning nothing with Malik Rose at quarterback. So let's go ahead and get these young guys in here. Miami's 4-1. But I'm like Keevy though. Florida State has. They got some talent. They gonna have. I think this is a game where you have some pride about
You
yourself.
really think they can pull it off?
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't make a prediction.
Oh, okay. I thought you was leaning towards that.
I didn't make a prediction. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you that I think Florida State gonna show some pride in this game and have a little more fight than you maybe think. Those 13 points a lot. But I think my Florida State will keep it close. I won't make a prediction yet. Since you already make a prediction,
Yes.
That's just disrespectful.
Yes.
What's your prediction on the game? I ain't Florida State.
I'm going with Florida State on this, and it hurts me to say this because I really hate Florida State. But I honestly think I think they're rolling high right now, and I just don't believe Miami. I just don't believe in Miami. I'm thinking like 34 to 28. Florida State. Florida State pulls it off. I think they pull it off.
One thing we don't, we talk a lot of shit about Miami, which right is so offensively, but defensively, now the LSU game withstanding, they can do some things up front. They got some guys, man. They got some guys in the secondary to get out there, man. The safety, I can't think of his name. He's really good. I don't think Florida get 28 points. They have looked pathetic offensively, but I think they will show fight and heart because a lot of these kids know each other.
Yeah.
So I'll go 30. I go 30-24.
30-24.
Miami.
Oh, okay.
Miami.
You guys.
All right. Another big game. Big game down in the swamp. They had turned to one of the better rivalries in football if you haven't noticed lately. Every time LSU and Florida get together, it is a big deal.
It is.
It's a blowout down in the swamp. It's sold out. Florida Gators 4-1. LSU Tigers come in ranked number 5 in the nation. Have found something in Joe Burrow. A competent quarterback has all they ever seen is needed. And he's looked real comfortable. No picks so far through the first 5 games. So he's a game manager. Nobody will hit that tight, but that's what he is. So thoughts on Florida. I know be a little objective. Florida LSU. Big game this weekend in the swamp.
Yeah, this is the biggest game. Biggest game under Dan Muller's head coaching career at Florida so far. Definitely. Should be a good one. We seen, like you said, a lot out of LSU so far. Burrow's definitely playing pretty good, and most of all, he's taking care of the ball, which is, typically all LSU defenses needs is just a quarterback that can take care of the ball and move the ball up and down the field. Definitely, that's all it needs. But so it should be a good game. I ain't gonna really call a winner, but it should be a good game.
I ain't gonna pick a winner. I'm excluded from picking a winner.
Me too. You're excluded. Because you are biased. Yeah.
Well, I picked this to win the game last week, but see, I won't do it again because I want, I'm really hot. I'm very superstitious. So I won't pick LSU, but I don't want to pick LSU because I think we got a good chance to win this game, but I'm not.
Listen, Joe is doing a real good job. I mean, I don't see Florida going down to Swamps and just beating LSU because like.
Florida home.
Florida's at home.
Oh, they at home? Oh.
Florida's home. What happened was 2 years ago, the hurricane. So we got 2 back-to-back home games with LSU. So this is the home game for Florida. We are at home.
Oh.
This is a home game.
They were going to be the home team. We're just playing.
This is a home game.
Oh, okay.
It is in Gainesville. It's a blowout.
Well.
Sold out.
I'm still going to take LSU. Though.
I had no points with you.
They're doing a real good job, and that defense. I like that defense. So
they absolutely. They always stop.
They're pretty good, especially on the run defense. So
they back to running the ball good too.
Yes.
So I'm interested to see how Florida runs defense hold up. Especially after that debacle against Kentucky. So I'm real interested to see how that run defense holds up for Florida. But we should be definitely a whole lot better with. Look like a completely different defense with David Reese back out there. So Should be a good one.
I think the move with Shula going to D tackle, they took out
that's
T.J. Slayton and Concliffe, and they put in Shula. Now CC's back, and then you put David Reese back. And now we can be more physical at the point of attack. Because I thought that Kentucky game was an eye opener because they manhandled us up front, ran for 300 yards, and then we couldn't run the ball. So that was a telltale sign. But these are two of the best defenses in the country. LSU is number 12 in scoring defense. Florida's number 9. So something got to give.
Yes.
It's going to come down to the quarterbacks. And I know how you feel. I'm way more on Felipe than you are. Because it's going to come down to the quarterback. Who can make some plays in the passing game? Because I think both teams take the run away.
Yeah.
Who can make the plays in the passing game?
I'm going the key is no picks.
I'm not making a pick because I'm not gonna. I can't be objective on this. I can't because I think we're playing really well.
I still don't believe in Franks fully. Look, even last week game, the best pass of the game came from wide receiver. You know,
So he made Josh Hammond across. It was the first swing or the 20-yard. The laser he threw in the second half. That was the best pass of the game. He threw a dart.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah, that was a great pass. But you got LSU. What score?
Yes. I say 35-28.
Out of offense.
I'm not picking a winner, but it's gonna be a low scoring game. I'm going 24-21 somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Somebody's 24-21. Somebody. Not making a pick.
I don't even think it'd be that high.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I think it's gonna look more like
14-7?
look more like the actual
What's going on, man? This is live TV, man. This is what you get. You got live TV, man. We just come in. But Mississippi State game was 13-6.
More like that. Yeah,
But
something like that.
I think Florida had opportunity to score. If you look, they moved the ball away in the second half. They just couldn't finish the drives off. I think both. Yes, I think both offenses will do a little bit better than we think they're going to do. 24-21, 27-24. I think both teams can get up there. I think Burrows and Franks are doing what they both asked to do. Take care of the football and make plays when they are there. So, somebody. All right, moving on. Number 13 ranked. Let me say it again.
13.
The number 13 ranked Kentucky Wildcats. And this ain't basketball, people. This is a football poll. The 13th ranked Kentucky Wildcats 5-0. And they look good. They dominated South Carolina last week up front. They got Jake Benton to throw 3 interceptions, and they just look good. And Bennett Snell, you ain't seen Bennett Snell play. You don't know what you're missing. They travel down to College Station, take on Texas A&M. Kelly Munn, Jimbo Fisher got that team playing okay football. They had 2 losses to Clemson and Alabama. Ain't no shame in that. So handicap this Kentucky A&M matchup.
You know, Kentucky, like you said, they've been physical on both offensive and defensive lines. So that's one of the most surprising things of this Kentucky team, and a big reason why they're sitting at undefeated at number 13 right now. We look against a good Texas A&M front. You know, we got a good front. Dylan Mack is an animal down there, so it should be good to see Kentucky's offensive line against A&M's defensive line. Because if you remember dating back to the Clemson game, Texas A&M defensive line they put it to Clemson's offensive line. So and Clemson's offensive line was supposed to be a pretty good one with a lot of experience returning there. So it should be a good game. I'm interested in seeing that matchup most definitely.
A&M.
Listen, I can't even believe we're saying that Kentucky is 13.
And they're legit.
Yes, and they're legit contender. Really, you cannot deny them because they actually been performing. And I mean, that offensive line. I mean, wow. We talking about Kentucky.
Yeah, we talking about Kentucky.
Football, really. But I don't know. It's gonna be a good game though. It's gonna be a really good game. So I really can't even call it though.
You gotta make a pick. We don't waffle around here. We make picks.
Listen,
that's what you're paid to do.
Okay, I will go. Oh, what are they playing? Texas A&M?
They playing College Station.
Okay, well I will pick Texas A&M just for the home field advantage.
I kind of agree with it. I think Kentucky's really good, but it's one of those, they've been up the last few weeks. You look at the Florida game, they had to get up real high for that. And they going to beat another Mississippi State team. They get up real high for that. Then Carolina comes to town. They've been really high, really emotional. And you got to go play a really good Texas A&M team.
Right.
And I don't know if you had that juice. Now, they good, but it's just, this is what happens when you play in this league. You play a lot of good teams back to back, and I don't think you can get up each week.
Right.
And I think they do fall to Texas A&M. I think Calhoun has a great game. Jimbo Fisher calls a really good game. I think A&M does win it.
Yeah, I think A&M wins it as well. You know, I know Kentucky went to the swamp to beat Florida, but it's a different animal.
Different animal, yes.
To Texas A&M, 12 man, you know, so it's gonna be tough for them to come in here and get a win against a team, you know. And then you think about this Kentucky team, they never had success, so it's a little bit different.
How do you
How do you handle it?
Prosperity.
Being at number 13, you know, they've been hearing it all week. You know, this is the highest Kentucky been in the last 30 years or so. So they've been hearing that all week. So,
Right.
You know, it's interesting to see how they'll react to that, and we'll see how it goes. But I got A&M though. I got to pick A&M. I don't have a score, but I got A&M at home.
And this is a night game.
Yeah.
So that place will be lit.
Yes.
Because they know they're undefeated, know they're highly ranked. This place will be absolutely jumping come Saturday. So I also class of what?
87.
Got class of 87
Class
stopping
of
by.
87. I told you we have people just running up from classes and just saying stuff and what their class is. It's all good. I love it though. Let's run through this top 25. And you know, any games y'all want to stop by, y'all stop me and say, "Whoa, I need to stop," because I might need to pause because I think this is pretty easy. Alabama and Arkansas, I don't think they have any problem with them. Kansas at West Virginia. Will Grill's been out. This has been outstanding. I don't see any problems there. Maryland at Michigan. Now Maryland's 3-1. No coach still.
Still take Michigan.
And Michigan, they struggled at Northwestern last week. But I'll still take Michigan.
Yeah, I would take Michigan.
Take Michigan. No Shea Patterson. He's on and off, so you don't know what you got with this game. Yeah, I gotta go.
Let's talk about a game that's near and dear to your heart. This guy is a Clemson graduate. We know it has been a crazy 2 weeks in Tiger Town. Then get your thoughts really on the Kelly B situation. I guess we'll hit that a little later, but let's just kind of stick to the game. Trevor Lawrence is back after Trace Bryce filled in last week to get the win. Thoughts on Tigers at Wake Forest? Can Wake Forest do some things offensively against us? Secondary kind of suspect.
Secondary is beat up. A lot of injury. Last week, Von Mullen, he got hurt in the game. Mark Fields was suspended, so we're down to 2 freshmen playing. I think they both are back this week to play. But gotta look at the locker room. Like, how do they come? How do they respond to this emotional roller coaster buzz of this week? You know, they stood up at the time they needed to stand up last week, but you know, it's you're playing against Wake Forest, and Clemson has had a tradition of playing down to their opponent. So. We'll see. I think Dabo has the team right now. I don't know what to expect from Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he looked particularly good even when he did play last week. So I don't know what to expect. I really don't. But I don't think that Wake can pose a challenge to the Clemson team.
You got any thoughts on?
I would have to agree. Even though their secondary is banged up, you know, I still think they still have more firepower and just a better team all around. You know, I don't see Wake Forest, you know, beating Clemson. So.
Yeah, I don't think they pose a threat. Yeah. I mean, I'm just interested.
I do want to see how they respond, though.
And you mentioned Kelly Brown situation last week, but they dealt with the running back a couple of days ago, which is a real serious topic. So you got that going on. So a lot of emotional things going on at Clemson. Plus Trevor Lawrence. I'm interested to see how they play, how they look tomorrow. Now they ain't gonna lose to Wake Forest. I don't believe, but I'm interested to see how they play tomorrow. Let's see, anything here. Ohio State's at home to Indiana. I don't see no problem there. Georgia at home to Vandy. And let's go Notre Dame at Virginia Tech. Big game at Lane Stadium. I don't know what to make of Virginia. I don't know what to make of Virginia Tech. They lost to Old Dominion. And then they also backup quarterback comes in. They go down to Durham and just beat the brakes off Duke. So I don't know who Virginia Tech is, but Notre Dame is really playing well football after they benched the other kid and put Ian Book in. He's been fantastic. So they look like the real deal. Thoughts on? I'll go to you first since you itching to get on those Irish and Virginia Tech talk.
Yeah, I don't think Virginia Tech stands a chance. You know, that Notre Dame is just too powerful. That offense too potent. So I don't see a big challenge with them.
Wow. Notre Dame lost one of their key offensive linemen last week, a guy who was going to be a projected high pick in the draft. They keep stockpiling these offensive linemen. I don't know how they keep doing it, but they do. But I just like how the Irish look defensively. They look good. Offensively, playing really well. But I don't know what Virginia Tech is, and that's a tough game at night at Lane Stadium. That is not an easy place to play.
You're right.
But I'm with you. A backup quarterback. I just like the way Ian Book look right now. I got Notre Dame and kind of going away. It'd be sluggish early because it's a home crowd. So I'll give them 31-17.
Yeah.
Got thoughts on this? Got a prediction?
I don't know. This is a tough one, like you say, because I seen Virginia Tech play against Florida State, and we thought was an impressive victory then, but we found out that Florida State really was not that good at all. So a victory that would have been impressive for Virginia Tech doesn't look so impressive anymore. But I don't know. Justin Jackson playing?
Justin Jackson is not playing. He's not for the season, I believe. If I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. I know he's not playing this week.
I thought he came back last week, so I don't
No,
know.
he played the backup last week.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, I definitely don't think they have a chance. Even though the backup did look good against Duke last week against Old Dominion, he didn't look good at all.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know what to make Virginia Tech. I got Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame running away.
All right. When we come back, we're gonna take about a 30-second to a minute break, and when we come back, we're gonna get to the NFL from the weekend. You're watching Sentell, the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn sports podcast. Period. Be right back in about a minute. Yo, we're back. Hey man, I said a minute. You know what we
got to atone for this heat out here.
we said a minute. I said a minute, but you know what you're watching. Right here, I'm sorry. Right here. Sentell, the hottest sports podcast in the South. You know I am the sensational Sentell Wyman. I am joined by Class of 2000 Kiwi Dennis, Class of 2000 Matthew Harper. We're here. We just talked about a lot of college football, gave our predictions. Now we're going to get into a little NFL action, National Football League. And I think it's safe to say the game of the week, the Jacksonville Jaguars travel to the Kansas City Chiefs in a matchup of division leaders, the 4-0 Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes has been sensational going against the #1 defense in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you already know that Jalen Ramsey has already took shots and fired at the Kansas City Chiefs. This guy sitting beside me is not going to be objective because he's a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, but we're going to get his thoughts on the game anyway. Jacksonville, Kansas City, 1 o'clock. CBS.
Ready. I've been had this one circled since the first 2 big weeks from Patrick Mahomes, so I'm really looking forward to see how this defense stacks up against Patrick Mahomes. You gotta love the confidence of Jalen Ramsey, calling Mr. Tyreek Hill, return specialist. you gotta love that. You gotta love it. But I think this defense has honestly, I think they've been a little bored out there. So you see it in the games. They playing good, but they don't look like they've been tested yet. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them tested against this offense. Andy Reid, he calls a good game, so he's gonna draw up a good game plan and have everything, have the Chiefs ready. So playing at Arrowhead, so it should be a really good game. Maybe a postseason matchup preview.
Thoughts on Chiefs Jags?
I'm going off my classmate here. Like, that is going to be a great test for the Jacksonville defense, but also that's going to be a great test for Patrick Mahomes because he's going to be facing that awesome Jacksonville defense.
Number one scoring defense.
That defense is hellacious, And then with Andy Reid, my former coach, I'm an Eagles fan. So we'll see how he holds up to that defense. He usually is a good, play caller, drawing up good schemes against a great defense. So that'll be a really good game. And I really is gonna say it's up in the air, but I'm gonna lean towards Jacksonville because I always say defense wins championships. So I would definitely lean towards Jacksonville.
Chiefs come in the #8 ranked total offense and the #1 scoring offense in the league, 36 points a game. Jacksonville get about 14 points a game. Some has to give.
Right.
Man, this is gonna be fun. Kansas City defense stinks. So Blake Bortles should be able to do some things offensively. I thought the test last week for Patrick Mahomes with the Bronco game. I knew it would be tough on the road. 2 really good pass rushers. But Denver defense is not Jacksonville defense. This is a really, really, really true test. This is gonna be a tough game. I'm not quite ready to make a prediction yet. I'll go around. He's not gonna be objective, but I want to see what his score is gonna be. I want to see what his score is gonna be. What's the prediction on the Kansas City Jags?
I'll be a Jack. Like you said, Jack, the Broncos defense, they do get after the quarterback, so that's something that can do. But one of the things that sets the Jacksonville defense apart from other defenses is Tevin Smith and Miles Jack. Nobody has a linebacker and core that can do the things that those two can do. You know, they can cover tight ends, they can cover wide receivers in the slot. You know, they're all over the field just watching those guys. But I honestly think that the biggest matchup of the day is going to come to Jacksonville run defense and how they're able to stop Kareem Hunt, because Kansas City they are good offensively passing the ball, but they do a lot of things off the play action. So if Jacksonville can stop Kareem Hunt early, I think it'll be a favorable matchup in their end.
I mean, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a great game. That Jacksonville defense, like I said, is hellacious. But Andy Reid is a great coach, so I think he's gonna play to that and gonna leave it, like he said, to the run. So I don't think that Mahomes is gonna be that big much of a factor as far as passing the game because of that Jacksonville defense. I don't know if he trusts them enough, against that number one defense to do those long passes. It'd probably be a little dink and dunk here and there, but nothing, that's a threat to, pick six or anything like that. So it's pretty much going to be basically a run game. If Jacksonville can stop that run, then, yeah, I got Jacksonville anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think this, to me, is a show-me game. Jacksonville they played New England at home with a statement game. They wanted revenge for the AFC Championship. They beat them down. They look bored, they look bored. But this is a true test. If you want to stake your claim at the best team in the league, the best team in the AFC, you go on the road and you win this game. I think they take Kareem Hunt away. They make Kansas City one-dimensional, which may not be the best thing, but if you are who you say you are, Jacksonville, show me Sunday. I got Jacksonville too in a close game.
Yes.
I'm gonna go 28-24. Jags get a win in Kansas City. Moving along. Big game, not quite a big game as we thought it would be, but two desperate football teams who are desperate in need of wins. Atlanta travels to Pittsburgh. I told you how I feel about Pittsburgh. We'll get into that in a few minutes. But Atlanta's 1-3 out of two back-to-back late losses. But they hurting defensively. Deion Jones is out, Keanu Neal out. Their two best defenders are out, but they are putting up points in bunches. The Steelers are a mess. 1-2-1. I don't know what to make of them, but I'll get more in depth about the Steelers in just a few minutes. But your overall thoughts on Atlanta at Pittsburgh? Defense is optional in this game.
Very, very optional, obviously. But I listen to First Take, and I like Max Kellerman. He has a saying that he likes to say about quarterbacks, and he says that when the quarterback hits that cliff, the fall is hard. It's always that way for a quarterback. They go from elite level to falling all the way off. And I think we've seen that with Ben Roethlisberger here the past 2 years. So even with Le'Veon Bell out there last year, he didn't look particularly great. So I think Atlanta wins this one. I like Atlanta, even though they've been stinking up the field, because they have a lot of injuries on defense though, which is not really an excuse in the NFL. But I mean that you can see that they're not the same team without Deion Jones out there, without Keanu Neal. They're playing without their best two players. So, but we'll see. I got Atlanta in this one.
Like you said with that cliff, I mean, yeah, Big Ben is approaching that cliff, but I really think Matty Ice is not too far behind. I mean, even though they put up scores in bunches, don't get me wrong. I can, name plenty of instances where, he's just stuck up the joint. So, I don't know. Is this game at home?
This game is in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh. See, I can't trust Matty Ice on the road.
That's true.
I can't trust him on the road.
At home.
Well, let me say this in Matt Ryan's defense. The last 2 weeks, he's been sensational. 5 TDs 2 weeks ago, 3 last week, no interceptions. Yes. So it hasn't been his fault the reason why they lost. The defense has been terrible down the stretch of the last couple games. So,
yes.
But the team they playing, they just worse than them defensively. So I don't know.
So I would give it to Atlanta just because of Julio.
This is a desperate game because one of these teams gonna either be 1-3-1 or 1-4. That means you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
look, this is what I know. I've been telling people for 2 years. Who would listen? Pittsburgh is a fraud. I've been telling you for 2 years they're the most overrated team in the league. They have a lot of high-priced talent on the offensive side of the ball. They have nothing on the defensive side
I
of
mean,
the
that's
ball.
because they've been owned by the Patriots for the past 15
But
years.
this ain't about a Patriots thing. They are bad now. They are getting lit up by everybody. Joe Flacco lit them up last week.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Now Pat Mahomes is an exception. They let Ryan Fitzpatrick lit them up. So
Ryan Fitzpatrick been doing good though.
no, he's benched now. They got his slippers already came off. He's already done.
Yeah.
But I'm like Matt Ryan on the road. It's hard to trust. Who do you trust more, Matt Ryan or Big Ben in this game? I mean, that should be a poll question.
Right.
Who do you trust more? And Big Ben or Matt Ryan? I don't know who to trust.
Right.
I gotta make a prediction.
Right.
You know how I hate Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
I'm gonna go with Atlanta, man.
I would go
I'm
yeah,
gonna go
just because
Atlanta.
Julio.
I think they got
Calhoun
more
really.
weapons. And
And
Calvin
really,
really,
yes,
really
and
good
really.
ball lately.
Yes, and really. So yeah.
When does Atlanta get running back? Freeman back? Is it?
Freeman, I don't know.
think he's still questionable this week, too.
yeah,
I don't think he
from
playing
week
this
to
week
week, So yeah.
But it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think first to 40 win.
Right.
I'm going 42, 38 Atlanta.
I was going 45 to 37. Because the defense is going to take another plane to the game. So they're going to get there after the fourth quarter, you know.
Speaking of Atlanta, they when they were riding high a couple years ago, Matt Ryan had this MVP season. They would score a lot at the beginning of the game, and then their defense would be in attack mode, and they'd be able to arrest the passer. But I haven't seen that out of this Atlanta team recently. Where's Big Beasley been?
Where
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
this?
saying.
What
Where
are
is
these
this
guys?
guy? Yeah.
I thought, last year I called Atlanta the most talented roster in the league.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe what has happened defense. They have really good corners.
Get after
Now,
the
Keanu
passer,
Neal,
yeah.
I know Deion Jones is gone.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason, but they have because you look at that first week of the season, they I know it's Nick Foles, but they played really good defense that first week of the season. But since then, they have been horrible. Now it's New Orleans, some couple teams, Cincinnati can move the ball, do a lot of things, but this game is gonna be. I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be very entertaining for fantasy purposes. I mean, these teams are gonna get out there. I think we all picked it out.
Yeah, Atlanta.
We're watching it for DraftKings purposes.
Big game this week. The rematch of the NFC Championship game. The Minnesota Vikings travel to Philadelphia to take on Carson Wentz. He's coming back slowly. Hasn't quite looked like himself yet. Alshon Jefferson first week back last week. They haven't found the running game so far. That's the one thing I've seen from them. Defensively, they don't look as good as they did last year, but Super Bowl hangover is real.
It's real.
Minnesota's defense, what the hell has happened to them? 2 weeks ago, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, who I think have the worst roster in the NFL, went in there and just dogged Minnesota. They haven't looked good. They're 1-2-1. Minnesota, Philadelphia, rematch, NFC Championship game. I'll start with the man who got a representative in the game.
Yes.
Defending, reigning, current, undisputed Super Bowl champions,
Thank
Philadelphia
you.
Eagles. That's what you want.
Yeah, that's exactly how I wanted my team to be introduced. But yeah, of course I'm going for Philly, but not just because I'm a Philly fan. I mean, my team is just a lot better. I mean, give Carson Wentz another game or so to get his feet wet, because, he's just coming off an injury. So, I mean, he didn't look too bad the last game, even though we still took that L. So, I mean, I don't think Minnesota, I don't think they put up a good fight with us, you know what I mean? Because last year there was a better chance. That looked like a completely different team from last year than this year. I actually was kind of fearful of them last year. But this year, I'm not even worried. No.
Kirk Cousins has been playing pretty good ball here past few weeks. So, I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know what happened to their defense because it's not like, they still got the same team. They didn't leave anybody. They got everybody's the same. They same defensive scheme, same defensive coach. So I don't know what happened to this team so far. Like, yeah.
But if you look at the NFC Championship game, that's where it started.
Yeah.
Ever since that game, it seems like
we took their soul out there.
That blueprint, Doug Peterson showed you something. And I'm telling you, these offensive coordinators are smart. They sit in these film rooms all day long, and they have found something. Because this defense was looking like world beaters for about 15 weeks. I mean, you look at them linebackers, Barr and them Kendricks, and they can get out there you up front with Griffithson and them guys and Harrison Smith on the back end. But but they look like booty.
Yeah.
I mean, defensively. So, I mean, they got to find a running game. Davin Cook, he's questionable for this game. So, they got some receivers, Steppin' Diggs. They got Thielen. They got Kyle Rudolph. They got some guys. So, I don't know what's wrong with them. But I'm going to take the Eagles. This is one of those games where we see what the Chaps really made of. I think Carson looked more like himself this week. They found a little bit of a running game. I got the Eagles this week. I'm going to go 28-23.
Wow, that close?
28-23.
Wow.
I got the Eagles as well. I'm gonna go 28-24, 28-14. I'm sorry, 28-14.
Yeah, that's more like it. Yes. Of course, I'm going with my home squad, the Eagles. I don't think Carson Wentz is all the way back, so I'm not finna go outrageous with it. I'm gonna go 28-17.
Right, something. That's good. I mean, we all picked the Eagles out. And I think that's just more about what the Eagles do. We don't know what Minnesota is right now. They look like frauds. I mean, because that team got the same roster defensively, and they just haven't looked good defensively. I think offense they can do a lot of things. Kirk has not played bad at all. They got some receivers, but we all picked the Eagles. Carson Wentz, third game back. We got Rams at Seahawks. I just picked this game because it's the Rams. Got to talk about the Rams.
Right.
I mean, clearly right now they the best. They look like the best team in the NFC. They look like the best team, and they got the best running back. Todd Gurley is great. Jared Goff is awesome. They got Robert Woods. You got Brandon Cooks. You got Cooper Kupp. Defense, you got Ndamukong Suh. You got Aaron Donald. Talib Peters. I mean, Talib is out right now, but. I mean, how about the Rams? I mean, Jared Goff and thoughts on the Rams, man.
Yeah, on paper, the best team in the NFL. And they looked it so far. They look like the best team. The most complete team. Offensively and defensively, fine package. So yeah, this team is really talented. I'm still not sold on Goff. I believe in McVay, but I'm still not completely sold on Goff.
There you go.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, listen, this team, and I'm not trying to throw any shade on the former team, but they remind me of the greatest show on turf.
Whoa, that was
other than Jared Goff being Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
You think about Todd Gurley. Come on, because Todd Gurley's a beast. They have Brandon Cooks. They have some weapons out there, offense and defense. Like the most complete team, like on paper and on the field. I mean, I want to see them play Jacksonville though.
I would like to see that.
I would like to see play Jacksonville.
But I mean, they are going to Seattle. Seattle's at home.
Yeah.
They do present some challenges, but I told you people since the season started, they need to let Russell Wilson get a stake in the football team because of what they have done to this man in the last couple of years with this roster. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. They should be arrested.
Now he know how Andrew Luck feels.
Yeah. But, I mean, they have basically just stripped this roster down.
Yes.
No running game, no big-time
nothing.
receivers, no anything. The defense is completely overhauled. None of the guys who were there when they were winning there. Now Earl Thomas is out for the season. I just feel bad for Russell sometimes. I wasn't a huge Russell fan, but I watch him play now. They ask him to do so much that I turn to a Russell fan. So I still think Rams win easily. I'm not going to put a big number because it's tough to play in Seattle, but they will score 30. They are the Rams. They are the Rams.
Yeah,
33-10 Rams.
Definitely win this one going away. I don't see Seattle really posing any threat there. What has happened to this team? Like you said, this was a Super Bowl team, just a couple years ago, man. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What you got? What's going? You got?
I'm gonna go 35-12. I'll give them 12. 35-12.
I didn't get 12 at 4
Field goals. Field goals. Yeah, I don't see them going in the end zone. No.
Russell Wilson, right?
Field goals. All right. We got Dallas at Houston. Houston got snide last week with their first win of the season, beating the Colts. Deshaun Watson threw for a trillion yards. Dallas got a big win late. Come back in a dramatic fashion to get a win last week. They are 2-2. They beat the Detroit Lions last week. Cowboys at Houston, the Battle of Texas. What you got there with Cowboys at Texas?
Dallas stinks.
I second that notion.
I started with that. They're not. I just don't think they're that good. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott is good, but you can see I think he leads the team in rushing yards and passing and receiving yards. Yeah, so it's like they gonna run this man in the ground, and we're gonna end up having a Le'Veon Bell situation. He gonna hold out or somebody. But Houston hasn't been that good either, honestly. I think Deshaun Watson is finally starting to get a little bit of confidence back. If you remember back to his college career after he came back from a knee injury, it took a little while to get for him to get completely comfortable back there. So I think he got comfortable last week, I think Houston wins this one. I like Houston.
Yeah, I don't have to agree with you on that one. Dallas receiving core just is non-existent.
Non-existent.
Running back. Your running back. It's your number one. Come on, really? No. Houston now. Come on, Houston. I got Houston.
And I tried to tell Cowboy fan all season, you don't have no receivers. And they tried to give me these names I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know Tavon Austin a bust. I don't know the other Thompson a bust. Been in the league 7 years. I don't know Allen Hurns a bust. I don't know these people. They stink.
Yes.
Michael Gallup was a rookie. No tight end to speak of. They tried to convince me they're gonna be fine. Then Dak lied on national television. Well, we don't need a true number one. Yeah, the hell you do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you did. You did. Well, you ain't got number two.
You know,
I don't think they got number two.
You know who says that? Losers.
When you ask somebody and you talk to a Dallas fan and you say that, hey, you guys don't have any receivers, and the first name they ring off is Cole Beasley,
you in trouble.
Fine, you don't have any receivers. Right?
You are disqualified.
Yes.
And you're in trouble.
They need Dez back.
I think this is one of them games. Well, you know what? I talked about this earlier with some guys. What surprises me, the Texans. If I tell you defensively, they have J.J. Watt, Jadavion Clowney, Whitley Merciless, and I forgot the outside linebacker's name. And I told you their defense is not good and haven't been for the last 2 years. Wouldn't that surprise you if I told you that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but injuries.
No, there's no injury. I mean, JD missed last season, but Whitley Merciless is there. Jadavion Clowney is there. They got some good corners, but their defenses are terrible. They gave up 460 yards to Andrew Luck a couple weeks ago. That was last week, actually. A couple weeks ago, they got blitzed by a couple of New England, put a bunch of points against. Why can't they be better defensively with all this talent?
I mean, they finally gave Andrew Luck some weapons, so I'll give him a little credit on that. And Andrew Luck has an offensive line now. So, Andrew Luck is a great quarterback. So, I mean, and then they played the Patriots. So, it's not like they played some bums and just got ran out the field. You know what I'm saying? I give them a couple more games, that they do have a good defensive core. Don't get me wrong. They do have a good defensive core. I just think it's taking them a little time to actually gel. So just give them a couple more games. I think they'll be all right.
I'm always just astounded by that because I'm looking at look at this roster. When I say these names of these guys they got, the defense should be a whole lot better. Now, offensively, they asking Deshaun to do way too much. They replaced 4 offensive linemen. They can't run the damn ball, so he ends up throwing it 45, 50 times a week. So you really open him up to get injured because he's throwing the ball way too much. But they don't even try to run the ball. Bill O'Brien was supposed to be this genius. It's amazing when you have Tom Brady, how genius you are. Then when you get your own damn team, you can't do this thing offensively. So, but I got the Texans too. I mean, again, Dallas is Zeke a bust. If you take Zeke away, Dak has about 10 of his last 12 games where he's not thrown for 200 yards passing.
That's horrible.
In this day, man, when you can't even when you can't blow on the quarterback,
and their line is crazy. Their offensive line is they got one of the best offensive lines.
They've been underachieving as well.
It's not
they playing without.
Frederick's gone and Zach Martin's banged up, but but last year though, they didn't play well offensively last year. The offensive line is not living up to that billing. You got 3 of the highest paid offensive linemen on one team, and they're not living up to the billing. Yeah. But at what point do we start looking at Dak? I mean, because they can run the football.
At what point do you start looking at Dez?
Dez who?
Asking them to come back.
I don't think they want Dez back.
Pick up that phone, Jerry.
I don't think they want. Look,
I think some people want Dez back. I don't think Scott Linehan want Dez back. That's what I think. I don't think the offensive coordinator.
But I don't think he helps them. I mean, I don't think he helps at all. I mean, he's not a true number one. He's better than what they got. If you say he's better than what they got, they better than what they got. But I think that hurts the offense because then Dak starts zoning in on him and not going through progression. Which there ain't no damn progression because who are we throwing the ball to? Again, I got the Texans this week. I'll go.
Texans.
Now, Dallas defense is really good, so I'm not gonna put a big number up there. So I'll go. I go 23-17 Texas.
Dallas Dallas can get after the quarterback.
Yes,
That's
they
one thing
can.
They can do. And
Yes,
then
they can.
If Houston reverts back to what they've been doing, which is dropping Deshaun Watson back 50 times a game, then I don't know. I think Dallas defense can play pretty well. Because they can get after the pass. But Dallas stinks, man. Going back to that, so I got to go with Houston here. I got Houston. Yeah, like Dallas defense good. So I'm giving like 28-14.
You gave a score?
No, I would go 21-10. 21-10.
Texans,
yeah, Texans.
We all pick Texans. Hey, welcome into the show, man. You know what this is. Sentell. The hottest sports podcast in the South. The best damn sports podcast, period. We are broadcasting live from historic Calhoun Falls. It is Alumni Day, the second annual Alumni Day. We're here. So the classes get together, they put up tents, we tailgate before the homecoming game. Calhoun Falls Blue Flashes, our alma mater, takes on the hated rival McCormick Chiefs rolling into town. It's always a big deal when they come into town because we can't stand them and they can't stand us. So that's be 7:30 when we get down with the show. But we're going to take another break. We'll be back. And about 2 minutes from now, we'll be back with some just off stuff, maybe some interviews, some guests. But tune in, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break. Hey, we back. You know what it is. Sentell. Hottest sports podcast in the South. The best damn sports podcast, period. Do you feel the Damn.
Fast 75? All right.
Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the second hour. You know we out here at Alumni Day.
Yes.
Calhoun Falls. Hey, class of 75 in there.
75.
Rub that in my face. They graduated in 75.
1975.
They graduated in 75. I wasn't even born. They still.
And still kicking.
And they look good. I told you. Black don't crack. I told you. Black don't crack. I told you, man. They look the same way. They look the same way it did when I was a teenager. They look the same way. They look the same way. They talk the same. They look the same. Hey, we back, man. Hey, look, we gonna freelance this thing. I tried to get some guests. We can't get no guests, so we just gonna freelance this thing. Hey, we here in Calhoun Falls. Hey, big fight this weekend in UFC. Conor McGregor. I don't know his opponent's name.
I don't either.
I forgot his opponent's name, but that should be a huge fight. We gonna watch it. I got the, I'm gonna pay for it. I got it. I'm gonna pay for it. Yeah. And we're gonna have a big party at the house, and we'll watch football all day tomorrow and have a good time, man. I thought we were gonna have some interviews, but when people been out here about an hour, alcohol involved, and stuff, you can't get them to do right. I don't want to bring them on here and say some stuff they don't need to be saying, but hey, I'm here with Kiwi in the class of 2000. I'm here with Matthew Harvard class of 2000. We went through some college football matchups, some NFL matchups. Some baseball game tonight.
Yes.
My Atlanta Braves take on the Dodgers in game 2 of the NLDS. They got their ass kicked last night, 60-0. Maybe a better performance tonight, even though Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the Dodgers.
Yes. Lights out.
Uphill battle for the Braves. Also, the ALDS start tonight. Yankees and Sox. Cleveland and Houston, the defending world champions. Also, the Brewers and the Rockets are playing right now as we speak. I don't have a score update. Sorry, I don't. Yeah. Where the Rockets beat the Cubs. That was the wild card game. So the Rockets are your wild card. So Cubs are eliminated altogether. Hey, welcome back, man. We at Calhoun Falls High School, man. You can see we're having Alumni Day. It's a beautiful thing. Homecoming tonight. Calhoun Falls versus McCormick. We got food everywhere. We got people everywhere. We got people wearing. Look, you see? Calhoun Falls shirt on right here. Some blue out right here too. Hoping for a competitive game tonight. I don't know it. Last year was not good. It was not good.
Who did play last year?
They played McCormick and it was not good.
What was the score last year?
I don't remember. I left at halftime.
Was it that bad?
Matter of fact, this is a true story. This is not hyperbole. I packed my equipment up. I got to the gate. They were down 24-0. I'm dead serious. And I was so mad because I had to pay $6 to get in the game at that point. But I knew the game was already over. I paid my money. I got to the field. They were down 30-0. Like, can I get my money back? You know what? Can I get I want my money back? Because this is, I feel like you robbing me because I already know the outcome of the game. There's no suspense in this. So I go down for a quarter and a half. I hug everybody who I hadn't seen in like 15 years. And by the time I hugged everybody, it was 45 and nothing. So I told them, hey, look, hey, I'm leaving. I'll see y'all next year at the same event. And I swear to God, here we are 1 year later. And I'm here because I haven't been to another Calhoun Falls appointed event since then. Nothing. And my kids go to school here. It's rough, man. It's rough. I live in Abbeville, and those guys win religiously. They are maybe the best high school football team ever, and that's not hyperbole. Wow. I believe that they could beat a lot of 4A teams. I'm talking about really good 4A teams. They are loaded. The Jackson kid is he's D1. The only reason he's not D1 right now, some other things, but that's a D1 running back. He may be the best running back they ever had, and they've had a lot of running backs. Have you seen this kid?
Yeah, I've seen some highlights on him, man. He's big and fast.
Oh, he's a monster. He's a 4-4 kid. He's a 4-4 kid.
Yeah, like you said, the running backs that come through Abbeville High School, he's definitely up there with some of the best. I like him. I like what I see out of the kid, definitely. Especially coming off the injury, it doesn't look that he's scared or anything. It's good stuff.
True story about the kid. Came off the injury, had a big knee brace on. He ran a 4.44 with the knee brace on.
What?
With the bulky knee brace, the big one.
Wow.
He is physical and he is a D1. If you look at, he's a D1 running back.
Wow.
I don't know what his plans are after this year, but man, if you go watch them play, it ain't even. Sometimes these games ain't even fair, and they're playing some of the best teams in the state. I mean, the games that used to be close,
not Silver Blood.
Not Silver Blood, but I mean, they went to Lincoln County and beat them 57-0.
Wow.
50-0 last night.
They went to Emma with the number 3 team in the 3A state. They was up 31-0 at halftime.
Wow. Ooh, okay.
They beat Payton Central down a couple weeks ago. They are a machine. I call them an absolute juggernaut.
So they was putting up numbers like the 98 class. I remember we beat West Show 66-0.
Oh, but see, it's a difference between beating the West Show 66-0 and being the number 3 team in the 3A state in their building.
You weren't there.
50.
You weren't there.
Man, if you watch them, they're a machine, man. I like watching them play. They're just so dominant on both sides. Of the ball. They'll have that one close game. I think Hartsville with their close game. Hartsville. Hartsville. And I go to Hartsville to find a competitive football game. Wow. There's nobody around here that want anything to do with them. They bad.
So state bound.
Again.
They already got what, 3 in a row?
They won 3 out of the last 4. Wow. Like 5 out of the last 7, I believe. It's some utterly ridiculous number right now. It's unbelievable what they do with that program. So shout out to the Abbott Palace. I live there.
But when you pull kids from Calhoun Falls and Abbeville together, you get a lot of talent.
It makes you better if you can take some of the talent from here. Yes. But that should have been.
How long has it been?
I've been said they should combine the school a long time ago. Since 2006, I've been saying this. On record, I've been saying this. Nobody want to listen to me. They should have been had Dixie Abbott County High School, be 3 or 4A, and be one of the most dominant high schools in the country. Yes. Nobody's getting set back. These kids here are not on even playing. All I'm gonna say, it's not right.
Okay, welcome back to my alma mater, Calhoun Falls High School. I love the blue and gold.
Blue and gold.
Man, we here and it's a game night, and it's almost game time, right? Yeah,
7:30.
Yeah, so it's almost game time, and right now we'll be out in the practice on the field, going through pregame warm-ups, and then we'll walk up here and get ready to go down there. Go through the path
and come out of the woodworks
and come out of the woods like some predators
and opponents.
And anything. Yes. I know we don't. We only live the high school, so we didn't get to go through college and all this stuff. But I don't think to me that is the greatest moment in my sporting life. It's the first time I got to run down there here. I saw so many of the greats do it before me.
Yes,
and it was just awesome.
Yes,
it's everything I thought it would be.
It's very very surreal just running down there. and having everybody scream for you, you know, and running to the paper, you know.
Yeah.
It just awesome. And hearing that band play.
I mean, just people kids stand like you celebrities.
Yes.
Like they want to shake, they want to touch your hand.
Yes.
That was
Right.
the thing to me. And then you know what? I was trying not to fall. I always thought, do not fall.
Do whatever you
Don't
do.
fall.
Yes.
So I would tiptoe the first couple steps, then I was sprint.
Full stride.
And
Yes.
I would never come out running. I didn't want to be the guy who fell. And, oh my
Right.
God, you fall. It's been a shame. But hey, man, we just reliving these great moments in Calhoun Falls sports history.
Yes.
Look, now these guys clearly went objective when we said, who was the greatest team of all time? 93, 98, 2004. They play on 2018, so they're not going to give you a jet down. So it's to be expected.
Listen, I'm just playing on facts. We put up better numbers.
Since we're here and we call ourselves big-time Calhoun Falls people of sports knowledge and the know-how, let's ask some really tough questions now.
Okay.
Who is the best quarterback to ever play at Calhoun Falls High?
Oh.
See, I can preface mine. This is how I get with mine. If I didn't see you play, and I know some people gonna get on me old school wise, but I didn't see you play. So who I seen play, the best quarterback I ever seen play, that's Bailey.
I haven't seen him play because I was in Atlanta. So
Wow, you missed the Hick Bailey years.
I would have to say DT.
That's nothing wrong with that. Again, completely not objective whatsoever. He's on that 18 with DT, so you can't get objective ball out of his body.
And I get it. Quarterback play, you know, nowadays is a lot different, than the previous years. But you know, I was on the team with DT. DT was great. I see Dexter play. Dexter was great as well. But as far as like for the offense that they were running during this time and what the quarterback was asked to do, I gotta go with Corey Turman.
Corey Turman.
I gotta go with Corey Turman.
You know,
and he was an option quarterback, which is, you know, a little bit different than slinging the ball around like Dexter and DT. But for what he was asked to do, I like Corey Turman.
Shout out to Corey Turman because last year people hit me up after I put him as the second best number one, and people don't realize how good that guy was as a competitor and as a, like he said, the option. But he took shots when he pitched that ball late like he did. He took shots. He was tough. He kept getting up, and he was one of the few quarterbacks who played defense. Yes. He played defense as well. So why we got you people here? Because I know you're not gonna tell the truth. There go this guy. He's running. Come on here, get your plug and get your spill in, because you're running for the house. Get your spill in.
How y'all doing?
Get in the camera. You ain't in the camera.
There you go.
I'm Devon Smith. I'm running for the South Carolina House Democratic Party. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a change. It's time to have somebody over there who will fight to fund our schools, who will fight to fund our county, and who will fight big power to reduce our power bills because they're too high. I need your support on November the 6th.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you. I told you we got everybody. We got politicians in here. We got everybody here, man. We got everybody here, man.
No, I live in Atlanta.
Take his card.
No, I live
Take his card.
I live in Tampa.
I'm the only one you got to coerce. You already got me. You already got me in your back pocket. I got to get registered to vote anyway. Truth be told, this is my first time ever registered to vote. You know, I talk a lot of junk, but this last couple has showed me that I gotta vote. I gotta get my ass in that vote. So I'm going. I'm a register this year. I ain't never registered. I'm registering this year. Hey, again, man, welcome to the show, man. Sentell, High Sports Podcast in South. You know, we got live TV. My guy just gets up in the middle. I could have seen him out. He just got up and left right in the middle, and then just say, "Hey, take a break."
It's a party out here, though. I mean,
It's a party, man. I got everybody. Class 2001, my class 2001 right here. My class 2001. I never even tell you that. My class 2001, the best class ever. I'm not being biased. I'm biased at all. Completely.
Yeah, 2000 was the best class.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a party out here, man. You got music going.
I mean, we ushered in the whole millennium stuff. Yeah.
And hey man, we're just having a good time, man. If you're watching, and you can call if you're watching the show. You can call in. I will get your phone call. Now I can't see everything I need to see for who's watching it. But if you're watching this show and you want to call in and you have some sports questions you want to ask or anything about what's going on here, you feel free. You know the number 864-378-5943, 864-378-5943. Sentell.
Yes.
Hey, this is what you get when you got live TV, man. This is what you get right here. What's going on, bro? AJ Tucker, what class AJ Tucker? What class? 2010. He
Wow,
is definitely a
2010.
millennial. A millennial has
All right.
04, they.
2010. A millennial has walked in here.
Wow.
Look, I feel old now. 2010. 2010. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, but we just having a good time out here, like my man Matt said. Glad to have my man Matt in the house anyway. Georgia didn't make his trip up here. Them guys told me last year. Him and Keith did it, both told me. Next year, cuz, you can pencil us in. Them guys are men of their word, cuz they are here.
Yes.
They are in the building. They told me they were here early. Like, they were here early. And they, hey, y'all here, man.
Yes.
Hey, but you see, man, this everybody white, black, different classes, it don't matter, man. We just all get along, having a good time. It's a party out here, man. Hopefully, I'm praying we can get a competitive football game. Not even win. I'm not even win. I just want to be competitive.
Just tease me a little bit.
I don't even want to win. I just want to be competitive, man. I just want to be competitive, dog. Buck Thomas over there, the Dallas Cowboy homer. He comes in. You've seen him many times. He's been on the show several times. The ultimate Dallas Cowboy homer. He's over there on the grill. He's doing his thing on the grill. I need him to save me a plate since I'm over here working. I need him to save me a plate. And don't forget to come down to is it Gerald's? Come down to Gerald's tonight after the game. Have a big after party.
I shall be there.
9:30. Drinks, bar,
Good
music,
times.
food. You know how they do it down here in Cal.
Alumni.
Little Miami. We're gonna party at
Sentell.
Gerald's tonight. We're gonna get it in. Yours truly will make an appearance. I will stop by there. Don't know how long I'll be there, but I'll be in the building just for a little bit. I'll be there at Gerald's tonight at 9:30. I'll probably be there sooner because this guy, I'm telling you, man. This guy.
I got faith. I don't know what he's talking about. I got faith. Because
Well, we got it. Where the pastor at?
Listen, I'm a Braves fan, so I know about disappointment.
Where the pastor at? We need him to say a prayer. That's the only way this game gonna be competitive tonight. We need him to say a prayer. That's the only way this game gonna be competitive. I'm hoping it's competitive. I want to be here in the fourth quarter with the crowd going crazy, trying to get the boys inspired to win this game. That's what I want.
With the hand clappers clapping and the
That's
bells
what
ringing.
What I don't want is to be going out there and leaving at halftime. That's what I don't want. I want to be close, man, because I want them to feel this because if they knew the energy level that's going to be in the building tonight because this is a big deal. We're going to have a bigger crowd. They've been probably playing in the last several years. If they can feed off of that energy and let me get down the field before they get down to put on nothing, I think the crowd could help them out a little bit. But
12th man. Yes.
What class?
Class of 71.
71.
Rub that in my face. Rub that in my face. 71. Rub that in my face. Who was the president when you graduated? Come on now. Was that Ike? 71 was
Really?
no 71.
No,
Come on, I graduated.
Oh, Bush.
Remember September 11th?
Clinton had won the election
He
in
was,
2000.
yeah.
And he got inaugurated in 2001.
Yeah, and then September
Now in
11th.
71, you would have been like Johnson of late Johnson or Nixon. You'd have been Nixon. Maybe Nixon.
Yeah.
We got a little chat going on here from class of what? What did they say, 75?
What class this is?
75?
As you can see, 75 ain't lost a step. They out there doing the chants and everything else. They gonna do them better than the Chile they gonna do tonight. I can assure you that. They have no energy and passion like they used to have at these games. You really have a band. Where is the band?
They don't have a band?
Wouldn't the band be rocking by now? At this point, we be rocking and putting in beats. They got a little section on some over there.
He said a sexual.
I'm not familiar. Who be at these games often? I don't come to these games a lot. But Thomas, you come to these games often? They got a band still. They don't have a band. How can the team get inspired with no band? I mean, really? How can you get it? You got to listen to Become It band get you jacked up. Wait a minute. If I got to 5 minutes, what Where is Mr. Reed go? Tell him to get a drum. I know he done got a drum set somewhere. We'll get Glover AM drum set out here, and we'll make sure we got a band out here. 'Cause this is ridiculous. We got a band.
Wow.
And you trying to tell me we ain't got a band? And I know the Rev can go out and get the equipment out the church. We can go get the drum set right now.
You can get it going.
We can get the drum set and get it going right now. I can go get my cousin Danny. We can make some music now. we can get some music going, man. Hey, man, you just watching the show again. You want to call in? Nah, I might have missed some calls. If you did call, I'm sorry. But you can call in if you want to. Because, hey, you want to talk about sports? We talk about college. We talk about the NFL. If you want to talk Conor McGregor fight this weekend, we can. Anything on your mind in the world of sports, hey, you feel free to call in. This I know it's informal. It's kind of chaotic. Like we want it. It's chaotic. But, hey, we're here. I'm your host, Sentell Wyman. Joined by Keith Dennis, Tampa, Florida, class 2000. Matthew Harper, class 2000, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to call it Atlanta. It's not really Atlanta, it's Stockbridge, but I'm going to call it Atlanta any damn way. Anytime you ride Atlanta, usually 20 minutes. If you're 20 minutes driving on any one of them interstate, 85, 285, 75, your ass is from Atlanta.
And believe it or not, we run all of them.
Your ass is from Atlanta. Even coming the highway, you from Atlanta. But good to have you here, man. Glad to have y'all boys here on the show. Hey, we got a crowd now, man. People thought it was blowing here now.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to our music. We had some music back here. DJ done lost the step back here. He done gave it up. Yeah. He done gave it up. Man,
It wasn't censored.
Okay, we're about 6 weeks through the college football season. 5 weeks through. It'll be week 6. Anything that jumps out at the most surprising thing so far in college football that you've seen so far? The most surprising thing you've seen?
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame. I like Kentucky, but I think Notre Dame has played a tougher schedule, so it is a little more surprising, the way that they handled Stanford. So I think it's a little more surprising that Notre Dame is undefeated at this point.
I would say Alabama's quarterback, Tua
Tagovailoa.
Listen, I'm a Bulldogs fan, and that hurt my heart last year. But that man is slinging that ball. Like, he's really, really, like, I mean, I got to give him credit, you know what I'm saying? He's really doing his thing right now. So, and to be a freshman, well, but.
First-year starter.
Yeah, first-year starter. Like, he's really doing this and stepping up to on a big stage, mind you. It's not like he's playing at Appalachian State or something like that. He's playing Alabama, like.
I know I put y'all on the spot. Like I said, I'm just trying to feel some time. So I can feel it in them. My biggest surprise right now, I would say Clemson Tigers struggle. I mean, obviously, you throw in the Kelly Bryant thing because that would surprise you. And if I told you last year at this time, well, in the offseason, that Kelly Bryant not only would not be starting, he's not even at Clemson in week 6. You would have told me I was freaking crazy, and that's no way it's happening. So all of that stuff that going at Clemson is definitely the biggest surprise to me because I would have never foreseen that happening. No way, no how. The most disappointing team so far in college football. Because that based on expectations. So the most disappointing team so far in college football.
The Fighting Seminoles. Gotta be without a doubt. You listen to somebody. I ain't gonna name no names. Somebody thought they were a national championship contender, and I was trying to tell them that their offensive line has stunk for the past 5-6 years.
Oh.
But I probably say not that they struggle, but how bad they struggle. They look absolutely horrible. Seriously.
I would say Miami. They come from a dynasty. You remember when, like, it wasn't like how much they would win. Like, you knew they was gonna win. Like,
yeah, them days long.
I mean, yes. Like, like you said earlier, I know those alumni. Like, what happened to our school? Like, what? Who recruiting these guys? Like, what is they? Are they asleep at the wheel or something? Like, what? Did they just throw a dart at a board and wherever it landed, that's what they was gonna get? I don't know. What happened to him?
He says Miami. I'm gonna say another team start with an M. Michigan. I said it's a huge F for Michigan. I know they only got the one loss, but I mean from an offensive standpoint, I thought this team would be so much better, and they haven't been better. I thought Shea Patterson was an upgrade. He hasn't been good. They still got a lot of time to right the wrong. They got a tough schedule ahead, so they can win a lot of big, important games. But so far to me, they have been the most disappointing team to me by 4. So that's how I surprise. That's surprises. Most disappointing teams. Oh, you good? What class? What class? What class?
1988. It's
80,
great.
80,
1988 is great. 1988 is great. It's me, Pauline Thomas.
You know who it is. Starship got her glasses on Hollywood in here. You see it. You see it. You know.
Cancer survivor.
Council survivor. Now rub that in everybody's face. Council survivor. And it is Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, it is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Glad she mentioned that. I should have had some pink on, but I don't. I apologize to you people. Jasmine McDuffie's in the building. Another one of the McDuffie girls in the house. She got a son. He won, baby. He coming. Now she got a son. He coming. He playing ball tonight.
They played last night.
They play on Thursday?
Yeah.
Really?
They played last night.
They played last night?
Yeah.
What,
They played last
Northwestern?
night.
Why did they play last night?
They played with Abbeville, huh?
Why they play on Thursday night?
Something about the security.
Schedule
I don't know. Wendy was explaining it to me, so I don't
They
know.
blow it. Whoever they play, they beat it. I know they. I'm sure
they beat 50-0.
Whoever
Wow.
Whoever they play, they beat them down. I can assure you, and it ain't matter who they play.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back for the last about half an hour. You're watching the Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. Sentell. We'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. Don't hold me to that. We'll be right back.
Commercial break.
Yo, we're back, and now joining me is one of the organizers of this event who did it last year as well as this year. I mean, this is one of the most amazing women in Calhoun Falls.
Ooh, I love it.
I love this woman. I mean, just do anything for you, make sure everybody is okay, make sure everything's all right. And let me turn it over to her. Wendy McDuffie, for the second straight year, has put on a wonderful event. So we're gonna let her talk a little bit, let her run her mouth, get some airtime, because she deserves it. She deserves all the airtime she can get. Go ahead and take over.
What's going on, people?
YouTube, talk to them.
We're just glad to be here. You know, we got all the classes dating back to 1971 present today, so we're happy. Sorry, I'm trying to eat, people. I'm hungry.
Yeah, we on live TV. We don't care. We don't care. This is impromptu. This is informal. We do not care.
It's organic.
It's strictly organic.
Yes.
That's a great word.
Organic. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that too. Said it earlier. But you know who I am. The sensational Sentell Wild, and I'm drawn by Matthew Harper, class of 2000. Wendy McDuffie, class of 98.
98, baby.
98 in the house. 20.
Ooh, that is right.
Now, since we got, you can look that up. That's a good segue. You should be in TV. I mean, 20 years. Think about 20 years ago, being in school. I mean, some of the memories come back to you. I mean, what's it feel to be, part of Calhoun Falls, how, all that good stuff like that. Take me back. 20 years ago. What? 20 years ago, Wendy McDuffie.
Yes.
What was that like?
What was that like?
Yes.
That was awesome. That when it was really Calhoun Falls high basketball games. I'm talking about Little Miami, C-Town.
Yes. Yes.
Blue Flashes, football team was banging heads.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where when you come to a football game, the rest of the town is empty because everybody is at the game. Everybody's at the game.
So did y'all have a class reunion or y'all working on one?
We had a mini one this year. We met in Abbeville at the Belmont. We actually had a good turnout. Mm-hmm. We had about we had half, most of the class. Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe about 30 present, and we just hung out all night. Partied together. We had a good time.
Man, I'm just happy to be out here again. Second year, man, this is so fun, man. Last year, because it was new and it was just different. We didn't know how it was gonna work out, but people showed up in Grove. This year, not quite as big a crowd, but still appreciative of the people coming through, man. I still enjoy seeing people I haven't seen in years, but it's always good to catch up.
It's all love.
It's all love, man.
It's all about showing the charter school some love, donating and just showing that we still care.
Right.
Now, can we? We ain't gonna win the game. Can we make the game competitive? Can I be here to the fourth quarter? Can I stay here to the fourth quarter and be intrigued?
I have to be honest. I don't know. I haven't I haven't been to a game. I'm blue and gold to the day I die, but my nephew
His-
plays with the Panthers.
This is
So
this.
Friday nights, I'm A-Town. I'm sorry.
See,
I got
her
on my
nephew
garden
with the
and
kid
gold.
I was talking about earlier, the big
Sorry.
D1
Yeah,
kid,
he a big
Abbeville,
defensive lineman.
Abbeville Stout.
6'4", 200 plus pounds.
Almost
So,
300.
sorry.
It's a big old boy. But hey, listen.
Y'all
we-
watch out, number 75.
Listen, we got Reverend Harmon here. I told you he gonna deliver a powerful, powerful prayer, and we gonna pull a shocker tonight. We gonna keep this game.
not shocked.
We gonna keep this game within 30 points.
You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I'm
We not
telling you,
shocked.
we gonna keep this thing within 30.
Cause I'm gonna say it. You know, McCormick. I mean,
They struggling.
but they ain't
They struggling
got no
too?
great team this year, so it
Oh,
could.
okay.
it
Okay,
could
well, give me
happen.
hope. Cause you know what I want to do.
Any given Friday.
Any
What,
given Friday.
what I want to do is unplug my equipment, get to the gate, and the game be 0-0.
Hey,
Last year I unplugged my equipment and got down there, it was 24-0 before I put my money in my wallet. So what I want to do is get down there and the game be competitive. That's all I want. I don't need Camo to win. I just want it to be competitive.
stay close. Within 7 points.
I want to be in
14.
the
I
fourth
can say
quarter.
14.
Because you know what I want? I want to feel that excitement and start
Yeah.
cheering for him and
That
get him
12th
going,
man.
and
Yes.
gotta get it right,
That
like
crowd.
it used to.
Yes.
You know what? Maybe we show up in the stadium. You know, be behind the
We
ball.
did last year. I thought that was gonna help last year, but with him, by the time we got down there, they didn't give us nothing to cheer about.
We gonna think positive.
Hey, I just told. Where's Reverend Harmon? I need that powerful
Need a
prayer.
prayer.
Absolutely. But we want to thank Wendy for joining us again. She
Yes,
helped put this
always
thing
does.
together. It's awesome. She also
Awesome,
helped with that
awesome.
summer thing we did up in Calhoun Falls. I forgot what it
Yes,
was.
the youth is
The youth explode. That was wonderful. With her and Reverend Harmon. I told you she's a wonderful woman. She take out her mother. She said her mother's the same way. A freaking saint.
Amazing. Amazing.
Woman do anything for you.
We're gonna take Saint off the table.
Look,
Saint.
people don't know shit. People don't know who they were talking about. You gonna just put.
person.
We know you got some.
If I can help, I
Everybody,
got you.
everybody under the table. You know, I do some things, but I'm just saying. You want me to do anything
You
for
a
you?
saint. I just do whatever for you.
Listen, I love this woman. I was thinking about the woman on my way to Camp Fall because she'll do anything for you to help you out. Like the tent we got, her. You know, my setup over here is her. She came early to make sure I got a spot. Now, who thinks of that? Now, who
Right.
thinks of that? Like, okay, make sure Sentell got his spot. Like, cause I'm not thinking that when I pulled up, but she had me already set up. So this woman is wonderful. So thank her again for putting this thing together. Again. Calhoun Falls, South Carolina. Sentell. I want to thank my man Matthew Harper for being here. I want to thank my man Kiwi Dennis for coming in and joining the program as well. And we also want to give another shout out to Wendy McDuffie for joining us. So till next year,
Yes.
Alumni Day, the 3rd edition next year. Sentell. I'm your host, the sensational Sentell Wyman. This has been the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn sports podcast, period. This has been.
Nice. I can look forward to your show every week.
I messed that up.
What you do?